Thank you. Now, we all want our kids to succeed in school, but sometimes children need more individualized attention, or maybe they suffer with emotional issues with poverty, or even come from broken homes. Well, there's a school in Fresno that breaks down barriers to help students obtain a high school education. It is a charter school that offers unique programs and partnerships that you won't find in many other schools here in town. So please help me welcome the principal of Crescent View West Charter High School, Alice Barbaric. We also have a graduate, Freddie Florentino, and a teacher, Matt Leaver. Welcome all of you to the show today. It's great to have you here because this is a unique school, right? Let's talk about why it's different than other schools.
It is a little bit different. We're an independent study charter that offers an independent study program to an at-risk population of students who might struggle in a traditional school setting. So oftentimes we attract students that might be struggling in earning credits or keeping up the pace of a traditional school system. Many of our students come to us to do credit retrieval or get ahead, and oftentimes they'll return back to their high school to graduate with their friends, or they can stay with us as well and go through a traditional cap and gown ceremony in June with us.
Oh, good. So you kind of bring them up to speed, right, Matt? Some of the challenges of being a teacher there, I mean, or what do you like most about it?
Well, what I like most about it is I'm able to work with my students one-on-one. They come to us for an hour once a week. That's their appointment time, and they will see me as their supervising teacher. I am highly qualified in English, so if the student's working in English, they'll come to me. If they're going to see social studies, science, or math, they would go to another teacher.
Gotcha.
But I get them for an hour, and I get to really build on that teacher relationship, teacher-student relationship, and get to see them, you know, grow and hopefully graduate as Freddie did. And I had Freddie last year as one of my students, and it was great to see him graduate.
That's wonderful. Freddie, tell us your story. How did you end up at this school? And tell us about your successes now.
Well, at a traditional high school, I wasn't really being, you know, the one-on-one how I wanted it to be. Instead of my hand being noticed in front of 35 other hands, I wanted more one-on-one attention. And so I was referred to by a sister who was a former graduate too to come to the school, and it worked well for me. And so instead of it being hard for me, the transportation-wise, taking care of families, you know, it was able to allow me to create my own schedule here and then just do well in making myself an individual and being able to like be well-rounded in areas that, you know, that most kids struggle in a traditional high school.
Exactly. It's, I mean, traditional high school, let's face it, not for everyone.
It's not for everyone.
Definitely not for everyone. So what obstacles are schools seeing this time of the year?
Well, a lot of times this time of year, students in a traditional school setting might be realizing that they're not passing a semester class. And so as grades are starting to come out, finals were, you know, just issued either right now or right before Christmas, they realize they're not being as successful as they would hope. And so when they realize that, a lot of times they're looking for an alternative. And that's what our school has to offer is, you know, if they're not being successful in a traditional school, come meet and greet with one of our supervising teachers so you have that one-on-one attention that you need. And we do a full transcript analysis to really diagnose exactly what each student needs. And so that they are targeted with what they need toward graduation.
It's like having your own personal counselor almost.
It is.
And you, I know you help these kids obtain a higher education by breaking down a lot of barriers, which I'm sure a lot of kids that are young face nowadays, but you also help them through partnerships with different programs. And I know there's a lot of athletics going on, so you do get that experience, right, Freddie?
Yes, ma'am.
The athletics, soccer, what else did you experience once you were there? What kind of programs did you like?
Well, one of the programs there is Senkel Mentoring. They helped a lot after high school, developing me as an adult to where the real world after high school, it prepares me for that. They allow me to use resources and other you know, things that they give to us that are able to help us later on after high school.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So programs just like that are real helpful for us. So a lot of students who don't find those resources after high school, this allows a student while they're in high school and when they're out, that they're for sure, you know, good for the real world.
And as a teacher, this must be so rewarding for you, Matt, to see your kids be so succcessill like this.
It's the greatest feeling in the world. That's why you go into teaching, to see students and examples like Freddie, who, you know, it wasn't easy for him, and there were struggles for Freddie, and he'll tell you that, but he worked so hard, and he took advantage of everything Learn for Life has education-wise and extracurricular-wise, and now he's turned into a great young man and is now working for us, and it's the dream right here. This is it right here.
That's so great. And what does your scarf say really quick? Because I love the color yellow, but this scarf has a meaning actually.
It's National School Choice Week.
So we want folks out there to make this school their choice, right, Alice?
Right.
Tell us where we can register. Is it too late? Where
It
do
is
we
not
call?
too late.
Where your campus is?
Yeah, we enroll year round.
Okay.
Our location, Crescent View West, is at the Manchester Center. We enroll every day.
Okay.
And so students come and they can just come in or call the phone number at the bottom of the screen and have an orientation appointment, and they enroll same day. They get their first homework assignment. Then they're assigned to their supervising teacher, and the next week they're ready to go with that new teacher.
Oh, that's great. So
it's
they're on it.
It's same day enrollment.
Yeah. Okay.
Other things that we have to offer, we have a partnership with Bitwise downtown. We have electives like art, SenCal mentoring. We do athletics, basketball, flag football. We have soccer.
You even have a camp, don't you?
We have a camp for life. We send kids to Bass Lake every year, and they learn leadership skills and trust building and some science concepts as well.
That's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that we have this kind of school available here in Fresno. So I appreciate you coming and telling us all about it. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having us.
Good to see you again. Still to come, everybody. Are you ready to have a ball at the